Oppenheimer is a completely different beast than we've gotten in theaters all year, and I am all for it. Let's get into it. Hey movie fans, I'm Matt, and today we're discussing Christopher Nolan's newest film, Oppenheimer, starring Cillian Murphy. Now, of course, it's not just him in the film, and there's so many big-name actors in this movie, and we'll get to the epic cast in just a moment. The film is based on the life of American theoretical physicist Robert Oppenheimer, and the film explores his creation of the atomic bomb and the implications that come with the creation of that weapon. Now, the cast of the film is massive, and it is nothing short of impeccable. Every actor in this movie delivered a flawless performance. From Murphy's standout performance as Oppenheimer to Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Louis Stroud. And he has a much bigger role in this film than the trailers let on. From Florence Pugh to Emily Blunt to Matt Damon, Josh Hartnett, Josh Peck, I could literally go on and on and on about the cast and their performances. The cast is so expansive in this movie that there are actors in this movie that I had no idea had roles in this movie. It's like they showed up in surprise cameos, and it continues to elevate the level of talent that this movie has. And I might even be willing to say that this might be the greatest ensemble of actors we've ever seen on screen. Maybe even more so than Avengers Endgame. Yeah, right, who am I kidding? Avengers Endgame had everybody in it, but this movie might be the second greatest ensemble of actors I've seen on screen. Look, ultimately what I'm trying to say is that the cast is so great and the performances are so outstanding in this movie that I 100% believe that we are going to see Academy Award nominations just on the acting front from this movie. Oppenheimer goes beyond just being a mere showcase for sound and visual effects. The way Nolan weaves these elements into the film really helped give us a glimpse into Oppenheimer's mind, and it's done in a very unique style. In fact, it's done in a very Nolan-esque style, and it really enhances the storytelling rather than overpower it. Look, the use of sound and the camera work surrounding the bomb itself is just simply extraordinary. Simply put, this is a movie for the theaters. There's so much ground to cover in this movie that the first 2 hours really move at a breakneck pace, even for a movie that's all dialogue. The music and the tension really takes no breaks, and it really has us fall into the same feeling that we are racing against the clock. Then, just as we're able to catch our breath, the film pulls back and allows for this deeper character exploration and allows us to watch the fallout of the work that had been done. Look, I don't know any other way to say this. The pacing of this movie, even with all dialogue, is just outstanding. Now, I've always wanted to keep my reviews spoiler-free, but I am going to have to break my rule this time. If you know nothing of American history, the bomb does go off. I know, you're shocked. I spoiled it for you. But I mean, come on, it happened 78 years ago, and if you wanted to learn about it, you've had plenty of time. Now, the point I'm trying to make about the test detonation that goes off is that when it happens on screen, I reacted differently than I thought I would. You can call me silly or lame or whatever you want, but I actually ended up getting choked up when it happened. I don't know, I think it's just a testament to the film and the pacing and the music and just finding myself so deeply pulled in that watching this achievement, if you want to call it that, just hit me on a level I wasn't expecting. And the way it's conveyed on screen is so spectacular that I found myself shocked that I actually reacted that way. And then brilliantly, just a few minutes later, as I'm sitting there kind of relishing in this achievement that they created, we're given a scene that is just so horrific. And I don't want to give away the full context of the scene, but it involves Cillian Murphy's speech as Oppenheimer, talking about the day that the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, and it's just haunting. It truly is haunting. The acting, the music, the sound, the direction, it's just so hauntingly brilliant, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. It really is a testament to the direction of this movie from Christopher Nolan and the talent that was there in front and behind the camera. The fact that for me as a viewer, they were able to get me to convey two wildly different emotions within just minutes of each other. And it's a reason I think I haven't stopped thinking about this film since I've seen it. And of course, still building on top of that, the final scene of this movie is just a true kind of cherry on top of the film. And I don't want to say anything more. I think it needs to be seen, and to me it was perfection. It really was. But as high as I am on this movie, I have a feeling it's not going to be for everyone. Oppenheimer is a film that really demands a certain level of investment from its viewers, both emotionally and intellectually. The layered storytelling style, which I personally found to be wonderfully executed, might prove to be too much for general audiences seeking a more straightforward narrative. And in true Christopher Nolan fashion, the editing style can be initially disorienting, and this non-linear narrative is going to require extra attention from its viewers to begin with. You're gonna have to pay attention in this movie. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, I think you should know that this isn't some World War II epic boots on the ground type of film. This is a 3-hour dialogue-heavy character film. Oppenheimer is an extraordinary cinematic achievement that has left an indelible mark on me. I haven't stopped thinking about it since I've seen it, and the few people I've spoken to about it, I've said the same thing. This movie needs to be seen, and it needs to be seen in theaters. It is easily a top 3 Christopher Nolan film for me, and falls somewhere within Inception and Dark Knight. I just don't know specifically where it falls yet. With its stellar cast, brilliant direction, and emotionally resonant storytelling, this film stands very tall amongst Christopher Nolan's impressive body of work. I can't recommend this movie enough to the people I know or to those of you who are watching. But I also understand some of those very same people coming back to me saying it was just talking, or it was boring, or there was no action. And if that's the case, maybe Oppenheimer is geared more towards movie enthusiasts or fans of thought-provoking cinema. In the end, I absolutely love this movie, and it is easily the best film of the year so far, and it's not even a question. As always, I encourage you to watch the film for yourself and form your own opinion though. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below and have your voices heard. Also, if you enjoyed this review, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get a new movie review from me every week. Next week, since it was such a packed month in July, it's a double feature week. First, I'll be checking out A24's newest elevated horror film, Talk to Me. And only because a few of you have asked me to, I'm going to go see Barbie. I'm doing this for you, and you know who you are. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys at the theaters next week.